just gonna go ahead and say it. New shit for AEW Fight Forever is dropping thick and fast, so let's just jump into it. The first thing we got is the pre-order trailer featuring 2 versions of Matt Hardy, Broken Matt and Normal Matt, and some gameplay.
Did you know the only way to play as me for free on day 1 is to pre-order AEW Fight Forever? But you must ask yourself, which me shall it be?
Also, I gotta call an audible right here, right now. We just got, maybe, not even maybe, this is my favorite piece of gameplay I've ever seen in a wrestling game ever in my life.
I think mine was X. Would you just sit there?
Hey.
Oh
my God! Wait a minute!
Dude, what?
You ain't got it like me, pussy!
Dude, what?
I'm out of here! Later, bitch!
What are you doing? Get back here!
Yo, let me see if I can go from down here up to the ring.
Oh!
Oh, so close.
Dude, I'm taking my title and I'm leaving.
No, you ain't.
No, I'm out of here.
AEW Fight Forever Tony Hawk Pro Skater Skate 3 is going to be insane. And one thing I absolutely love is that the Elite Edition is surprisingly stacked. First things first, it will of course feature the 2 versions of Matt Hardy that you'd get for pre-ordering the game, Normal Matt and Broken Matt. You also get the very appropriately named FTR Revival Pack, which features AEW wrestlers Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Great to see that they made it into the game, along with mini games called Join Us and Death Race X. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions here. I'm not gonna go ahead and say that, you know, there's an X Division vibe going on here, because realistically, I don't know if they'd be allowed to put the X Division mode in AEW Fight Forever, but I don't know what Death Race X is. I'm excited to find out. And as far as the Join Us goes, I'd assume it's something relating to the Dark Order. But that is not where the Elite Edition stops, because you also get the Limitless Bunny Bundle, which features AEW wrestlers The Bunny and Keith Lee, along with mini games called MJF Car Thrash and Sloth Sling. Well, isn't that just fitting, huh? Me, Sid the Sloth, has his own minigame in AEW Fight Forever. I mean, I am so excited now. And also, by the way, Orange Cassidy apparently has his own, like, sloth-style skill in the game. I think I should just make myself in the game this year, you know? I mean, all these years of people bullying me because I look like a sloth, I think it's about time I got my comeuppance. And finally, maybe the most exciting thing about the Elite Edition is that Hookhausen will be in the game as well. It's also worth noting that with the Elite Edition, you get the game a day early on June 28th. You also get the Season Pass, and they've already pointed out that the list of wrestlers that were initially announced in the pre-order, that's just the Season 1 Pass, so there's going to be future wrestlers coming, and I assume this is kind of going to be how they steady release new members of the roster, which is pretty cool, honestly. Because once again, they're going to be steadily building upon this game. And so yeah, once again, when it comes to AEW Fight Forever, it's looking real jacked. I mean, seriously, it is quite insane that all of those things are in the Elite Edition for, I think it's like $80, and if you've got PlayStation Plus, which gives you like the little discount, it's like $71. And if you're British like me, it's even less than that, so it's not bad. Like, that's a decent little chunk of change just for, you know, getting a slightly higher edition. Like, if that was 2K, you're paying at least $400 and tax. No, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make it that kind of video. I'm not gonna take shots at the... All jokes aside, I am very excited for this game, and I think it's coming along very well. Like, in the last 48 hours, we've also got a bunch more character spotlights and a bunch more new gameplay. And the one thing I wanted to talk about is exactly what you're seeing on your screen right now, and it's that Darby Allin looks amazing, but also that TNT title. What the hell? So weird with the titles in this game, because in some of the footage we saw of the world title, it was like, oh, okay, this is kind of mid. You go ahead and look at this gameplay right here of the TNT title and the title entrance from Darby Allin. It looks absolutely incredible. Like, I know in the past, you know, couple videos I've been saying how much the AEW Fight Forever graphics don't matter, which they don't. It's perfectly fine, but if we are going to talk about the graphics for a second, the title looks very good. And I really hope that this is kind of, you know, going to follow suit. Like, we saw in the victory animations that the title doesn't necessarily look amazing with the world title. And so hopefully, if it's one of them things where the title only look amazing in the entrances, maybe, you know, at some point we can fix that in the future. Because with the AEW Fight Forever, as I spoke about a couple of videos ago, with this game, it's kind of going to be one of them that they're going to keep building upon. They're not necessarily going to be making an annual release every year. There may be future AEW games, because I highly doubt they're just going to make this game and then for the rest of AEW history, like, that's it. I mean, come on, for the people telling me that, use your brain. That's never going to happen. They are going to make future games. Obviously not straight away, like, they're going to keep working on this game for a while, and we all knew that. I said that a couple videos ago. But if you think that there ain't gonna be more AEW games, then check yourself at the door, jabroni. But anyway, back to the gameplay. We see here Eddie Kingston against Darby Allin, which, by the way, Eddie Kingston, I don't think I've spoken about him since we got those screenshots a couple days ago, but he looks so much better than he did. You may have seen these images right here floating around Twitter and floating around social media that made Eddie Kingston look, quite frankly, traumatized. He looks like me the first hour I was playing WWE 2K20. But thankfully, we've got an updated, or not really an update, just an entrance for Eddie Kingston, some new gameplay, and he looks way better. By the way, I don't know if anyone else is feeling this, but does anyone else feel like anytime they see new AEW Fight Forever gameplay, it makes them want to play the game even more? Like, I'm just getting more and more excited about this game. And that's really nice to feel, you know? Like, we just had 2K23 drop, that was a bunch of fun, and then in the same year, we get another wrestling game. Like, it's a great time. And also, by the way, can we just pay attention to this sequence right here, where Eddie Kingston, you see Darby Allin running in, and then bang, he gets hit with a spinning back fist. Oh my god. Yeah, that man's done. Aubrey, count the pin. And there you have it. Eddie Kingston celebrates. He's the new TNT champion. God, I wish we'd see this in real life. Now, the next thing that I really want to touch on is the Matt Jackson character spotlight, and more importantly, Matt Jackson versus Nick Jackson gameplay, which dropped. Again, this looks really fun. Like, it just looks like a really fun game, and I genuinely can't wait to check it out. Like, you see Matt Jackson's classic combos here. It just feels, I don't know, man. I'm just really excited. I don't know if you can tell. And of course, patented Young Bucks super kick party straight to the jaw of Darby Allin. And we certainly don't slow down there, because take a look at this Jon Moxley entrance through the crowd. It looks incredible. And now you're seeing AEW Fight Forever gameplay. Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. We're running it back all the way towards the start of AEW. And then right at the end of the match here, you get to see the sweet Death Rider animation from Jon Moxley to Kenny Omega. And as I mentioned a moment ago, as you can see right here, we get to see another look at some titles in AEW Fight Forever, the AEW Tag Team Championships with this Matt Jackson entrance. And of course, once again, you get to really see, you know, the combos and everything in AEW Fight Forever, the taunts, the chain wrestling, which all looks quite impressive, honestly. Like, especially when you consider that this is the first AEW game, like, the chain wrestling in this game is something that I've picked up on and something that is actually quite impressive to look at. Also, wait a second, look at this clip right here. I've got to show you. Look at how ridiculous that springboard Canadian destroyer is. Oh my god. And then Nick Jackson, of course, going straight into the super kick party on his own brother to clean up. And I am going to bring up that very SmackDown vs. Raw game again, but it's for a reason. I want to know what the tables and the ladder physics are like in AEW Fight Forever. Like, I want to see some gameplay of that, because we've seen a lot of 1v1 intergender matches now. We've seen the menus, we've seen entrances. Let me see some special match. I hope we get that in the next couple days or in the next week or so, which, if we're looking at the steady release of content that they're doing right now, we're pretty much on track to get it any day now. Especially considering that, obviously, as I spoke about in a couple videos ago, a bunch of YouTubers were out in Vegas playing this game, so I'm pretty sure one of you guys would have got gameplay for these things unless it wasn't accessible on the demo. We don't really know yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll be getting that gameplay any day now, and I want to see what the physics are like, because if the physics are even remotely like SVR 2011, let me tell you something, we are going to be getting up to some shenanigans. In addition to everything that we already got, we got even more, because we got to see the model of Jade Cargill and the TBS Championship. And we also got to see Nyla Rose hitting her finisher. Look at that right there, from the top rope, the knee, the sweet little move right there into the pin. And of course, you already know Nyla Rose picked up the championship. I do hope we do see, you know, more unique championship animations and everything down the road, but for now, it does appear that this is the only one we've got, or at least the only one we've seen thus far. And once again, we have even more gameplay here being dropped for AEW Fight Forever, because we got gameplay featuring Sammy Guevara versus Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy against the new TBS champion, Chris Statlander. And by the way, look at the way Chris Statlander is pinning Jungle Boy in this gameplay. It should have been me, not him.